Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cover the Spread for Thursday, April 17th, 2025. Hey, just before we get to the three plays we got rolling today's and Thursday's action, just want to say, hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe. That way you don't miss out on this video when it drops and you get the best of the number with us. Hey, trying to continue the 3-0 sweep that we just got to yesterday. So, nice start there to help us kick off the NBA playoffs with a nice 3-0 sweep yesterday. So let's get to today's Thursday's action. We'll have to take a break, go back to the MLB for this Thursday. But hey, right back to the weekend. We'll have you some coverage going forward. All of us with an NBA game on the next video. Because hey, that's what it is. We'll be rolling by the weekend. We'll have Saturday, Sunday loaded NBA. So taking a little break from the 3-0, get back to the MLB, get us some winners here as well. So, as we always do, we'll get to those three plays. But before we do, say hi to the two cappers we got going. We got Ramon, we got Al rolling with us today, as always. So, let's get to it, see how Ramon's doing here on this Thursday. Kick it over to Ramon. How you doing here on this Thursday, Ramon?
Yeah, I made my contribution, Rod, to our sweep with Hunter Brown and the Astros, and 67% since joining the panel. So I guess there's room for improvement, and we'll have a big weekend and with some baseball here on Getaway Thursday.
Oh, definitely. Can't complain about that. Nice sweep to get onto it. So kick it on over to Al. How you doing, Al?
Yeah, as you mentioned, 3-0 yesterday. That's always nice. Hope we didn't get too many people fading us. But yeah, Grizzlies coming through for us. And as you mentioned, back to the MLB today, but we'll hope to keep it hot there too.
Orlando Magic made a statement. We be coming. They looked really good yesterday as well. Orlando Magic. Love when they played that song, man. I mean, they get all excited. They just think what this team could have been. Missing a couple of guys due to injury and still rolling yesterday. So good to see. Excited for the playoffs to continue in the NBA. But hey, we got three MLB plays for you. First one we are looking at today to kick it off is the early start here. Arizona taking on the Marlins. We got we got Rodriguez, good old Eduardo Rodriguez getting the start here for the Arizona Diamondbacks here in this one. And his first start of the year was not a bad one. He went 5 innings, only gave up 3 hits, a couple of walks. Eduardo's problem is that walk. You look at all his starts, in his 3 starts, he given up 3 walks, 2 walks, 1 walk, but he's always given up runs all over the place. His first start gave up 3. Next start, he gave up 4. His most recent start against the Brewers gave up 2 in that one. When you start giving up walks, you definitely can give up some runs. Does Eduardo. And then on the other side of the bump, you got Cabrera going for the Marlins, and he's given up some runs in his first start. He went 5 innings and a bit, gave up a few runs there. Cabrera, his average ERA over the last few seasons, 3, 4, and then once you throw it to the bullpens, I think you get some runs there as well. And day games, this Marlins squad been absolutely money to the over. 30-7 to be exact is this Marlins squad in their last 37 day games. So only one way to go for me here in this one. I'm going to take the over between Arizona and Miami. Miami all season long has been the over machine. Just keeps continuing to cash, taking the overs. Might not look so good early in the Wednesday slate, being a lower scoring one, which is good because then we get an over here in this one. Love the over. Take the over, Arizona and Miami to start the day. Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one between Arizona and the Marlins?
I'm all ears, Rod, when it comes to what you're saying. If you've gone for an over, I'm going to take a shot here with Arizona on the run line here at I think -1.5 around even money with Eduardo. Yeah, maybe it'll work out his favor. Miami, they are contributing. Certainly Miami's had a surprising offense, I'd say, over the last 5 or 6 games. They're definitely putting up a lot more runs. We saw Arizona win the series opener 10-4. So, with Corbin Carroll, with Gurriel, they all have connected here on Cabrera, a couple other guys in this lineup as well. Could be a Thursday lineup. You want to check that out. But if so, the number will still be reflected if any stars sit out here. So I'm going to grab Arizona on this run line. Like what you're saying about Miami and all these overs. And you look at Arizona this year at home, the games are kind of going under. But right now, 5-2 to the over so far on the road for Arizona. So I've got them scoring some runs here, Rod. I think Arizona does the damage. I'll take them on the run line.
Yeah, I don't care who does the heavy lifting, Ramon. If it's Arizona doing the heavy lifting for us, right on. As long as we get up and over the total in that
Miami's
one.
been scoring a little bit. This offense is heated up at home a little bit.
Definitely. Kicking on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? The Miami Marlins or Arizona Diamondbacks here on Thursday?
Yeah, I'm definitely not going against all those numbers you threw out there for the Miami overs, but I do agree with Ramon as well on the side. I think the Diamondbacks just have had the better offense this season. And again, at this price, though, I wouldn't mind putting a bit on the money line here and taking -1. You should be able to get that around -125. I think it's well worth the little bit of insurance there.
That wraps up the first game. Let's kick it on over to the next game we're looking at here. And we got the Yankees heading into Florida, taking on the Tampa Bay Rays here in this one. And this is actually, no, check that. We'll do that one anyways. Sorry, I'm going to mess up the order like we normally do. But we are going to look at the Yankees taking on the Rays here in this one. This is Al's game, so let's kick it on over to the Yankees taking on the Rays. What do you like here in this one, Al?
Yeah, we got the Yankees coming to town here with looks like it's going to be Will Warren getting the start against Taj Bradley. And, the Yankees may be listed as the road team, but they should feel right at home here in their spring training stadium. And I think they get comfortable against Bradley here. These teams have trended to the over. I mean, we've seen the Rays have some much better pitching that they have these days. And still these Yankees these matchups have gone over. They're 16-9 to the over in their last 25. And I think with this pitching matchup, you've seen Bradley put up some impressive numbers so far this season, but you look at his career numbers and not quite as good as the ones you've seen so far. Again, the Yankees have got to him a little bit too. So this will be Warren's first time facing this Rays lineup, but I think they can get to him a little bit too. He hasn't looked too good this year so far. So I'm expecting a lot of runs here in this spring training stadium here, this minor league stadium, and I like this one too to go over the total.
Kicking on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? New York Yankees, Tampa Bay Rays here on Thursday.
Yeah, that is such an interesting angle that Al mentioned Steinbrenner Stadium here, home of the Rays at this point. But I think I'm going to look to Taj Bradley here. I'm going to look at him here maybe in the first 5 against the Yankees. He's real careful. It pitches around Judge a little bit here. So I think with Warren, I think the jury's going to be out still on Warren so far. He's got an ERA above 5. You know what you're getting with Taj Bradley. There's always room for improvement with this guy. We know we haven't seen the best in his career just yet. So I'm going to roll with the Tampa here in the first 5 in this one over Warren. I think that's where I have the advantage for them in this one. Even the Rays bullpen, you mentioned it, I'll go and look at the big full game, but I'm going to try Bradley in the first 5 here over Warren, Tampa Bay over the Yankees.
And for me, I like the full game with Taj Bradley rolling along. I like the Rays here in the spot to upset the Yankees here in their little spring training park. The last time that the Yankees faced Taj Bradley, he got the win. It was Nestor Cortez on the other side of the bump, though, pitching for the Yankees. It was a 9-1 win for the Rays in that matchup. So, hey, that's good for runs being scored, getting you the over in that one. Taj Bradley looked real good in that matchup, going there, getting 10 runs. It was he went 7 innings, only gave up 1 hit in that one, couple walks. Those couple walks, I'd have to dig a little deep, but I bet you at least one of those were to Judge, if not both, in that one. And then earlier in the season, it was back in May. He pitched again well against the Yankees. Went 6 innings, 4 hits. Only gave up 1 earned run in that one. 12 strikeouts in 2 games last year versus the Yankees. So if you look overall head-to-head, it's a slight lean to the Rays leading the season series going back to at least the last couple of seasons. So I like the Rays here at home in this one for me. Kicking on over to the next game we're looking at here, we got the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles, and this is Ramon's game, so let's kick it on over to Ramon to start us off here. Cleveland or Baltimore here on Thursday.
Yeah, you see this one, the total's been rising here as we approach the game here on Thursday, moving higher here, 8.5 over, moving to 9 probably in this one with Tanner Bybee here, 4.39 ERA coming in against Tomo Sugano here, the 35-year-old. You know, Sugano, if you don't know his story, I mean, he's a former Central League MVP, so this guy's no slouch. It's just he's 35 years old. So right now, 3.86, that's not old to us, guys, but you know what I mean when it comes to starting pitching, and a 3.86 ERA so far. We've seen this Cleveland lineup here having some good days here over the last week or so, putting up 6 and 7 runs left and right. Kind of they averaging just over 4, but have definitely been stepping it up over the last week, averaging well over 5 runs per game. As far as Baltimore is concerned, their woes are in the pitching department. We know that. They're almost allowing 5 runs per game right now. So Sugano's kind of got to be a stopper here, but Baltimore is slumping big time, and they're giving up some runs as well. So I'm going to end up here going over with Cleveland and Baltimore over the 9 on Thursday.
Kick on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Cleveland Guardians or Baltimore Orioles here on Thursday?
Yeah, Sugano was actually, a guy I thought would do a little better than what he's done so far in the majors. But again, if he keeps struggling, I think Ramon's on it. I think that the Orioles offense can get to Bybee a little bit here too. And yeah, I'm definitely not on the under. And tough one for me to call on the side, honestly. But I do think these pitchers can get hit a little bit. And again, once the bullpens come into play, I think they give up a couple more runs as well to get us over this total.
And for me in this one, looking at this game, I like the Guardians here. I like Tanner Bybee in the matchup. Just as Sugano, his start hasn't his not how he wanted to start his career in the majors here. Looking his first couple, he's 4 innings, giving up 4 hits. His first start against the Blue Jays equated to a 3-1 loss there, where he gave up a couple of runs. And then the next start out, didn't look so bad in that one. Got himself a win. Went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits. He's lucky he only gave up 1 run, and 1 home run was the difference. He gave up the 1 run in that one. And then his next time out, he gave up 8 hits against the Blue Jays. So, see, the Blue Jays seen him once earlier, and then they seen him again. So, you got to see him around the second time in this one. But I like Bybee. So, I think both pitchers, as you guys both alluded to, that will give up some runs, and it'll come back down to the bullpens here in this one. And I like the Guardians to lock it up and get the win. I'll take Cleveland here in this one on Thursday. That wraps up the 3 picks we got here on this Thursday slate. And as always, we appreciate each and every one of you. And also, we love hearing what you like on these 3 games that we've selected for the Thursday's card. Let us know in the comments section below. Appreciate you as always. And just before we head on out, we'll get to a quick little recap on the 3 games we got rolling. First game we got looking at, we got Arizona taking on the Marlins. This is the game that I'm looking at, and I love the over here in this one. Marlins 30-7 of that over a day game. So take the over, Arizona and Miami to kick it off. Next game we're looking at, we got Al's game, which was the Yankees taking on the Rays. That's Al's pick, and he loves the over here in this one. Next game we got rolling was the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Cleveland Guardians here, and this one was Ramon's game. And hey, he likes the over there as well. Hey, 3 overs for us today. Definitely looking for some runs from all of us today. So definitely bring your glove to the ballpark day here on Thursday, because we're expecting to see quite a bit of runs and some balls come flying out. So grab yourself a souvenir from the home runs we're going to see in this one. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Thursday. And what are we doing here? Covering the spread, baby!